So, welcome to another happy client interview. And this one is an amazing one. Petra is a self love coach, fellow projector, beautiful, talented soul, among other things. And I cannot forget to mention a very happy client. Before we started to work together, Petra was struggling with taking action in her business. She was stuck and confused about what kind of content she should create that would resonate with her audience. She would, struggle with perfectionism and imposter syndrome behaviors that would result in not executing any action whatsoever and constantly overthink. But after we start to work together, well, I'll let you hear it for yourself.
Okay, Becky, thank you so much for taking your time to go through this. I'm so excited to hear your feedback and how you feel overall about working together. So let's start with describing your business and what you do. Very briefly, if you can just summarize it in a few sentences,
Yeah,
that would be great.
self-love and relationship coaching and mentoring. I think that sums it up pretty deeply.
Perfect. So you work you work as a coach. Who is your client, or who are the people that you usually serve?
Usually women. For
Mhm.
some reason, they are more open to work on deeper self and to work on their relationships as well. And yeah, mostly women are the ones more open to
Yeah.
this type of work, basically because self-love is something considered selfish, which is not, but people are not ready here,
Yeah.
at least here in Slovakia, many people are not ready to hear that self-love is very important and that all the relationships basically start with the relationship you have with yourself. But there are women who are open and willing to change the patterns and paradigms, which is
No,
great.
definitely. I completely understand. I think it's amazing mission that you are on. And I think so many people need that because nowadays, that's what oftentimes people like. Exactly the love towards each other before we give it so graciously to others. Amazing. So, if you can please share a little bit where you were before and after when we started working and when you joined the Awaken and Biz container, in terms of personal and business growth, like whatever comes to mind.
Well, business, personal wise, I was in deep loads of unpleasant things myself. Within a relationship with myself as well. Again, I fell. Life is like a sinusoid, so I went
Mhm.
down the hill. And business wise, I was very very stuck. I didn't know what to do, where to start. Even though before my child came, I was doing it.
Mhm.
I felt so stuck, and I felt that there is no time for me to do it. And also, I felt the pressure to perform and
Mhm.
to do every day, to do. So I didn't do anything because
Mhm.
I felt a lot of pressure just to do, and
Right.
I didn't know what to do. So that was before, and even during the container and after it, the changes were amazing. I was able to actually grasp my offer, like not following my intuition how I did it before with my clients, but I actually was able to put it down on paper, to break it down into pillars, which is great. I was like, wow, 3 pillars, it's just
Mhm.
that's magic. And also, I'm already working with my first client, and I'm starting collaboration with my new virtual assistant, which is actually my best friend, and she went down the path of virtual assistants.
Oh my gosh, that's
So
amazing.
yeah, because I'm not able to do the social media. I'm just like no. So she's going to take over it, and also marketing is going to be her responsibility, which is absolutely great and so freeing. And I'm so grateful that I am able to allow myself to go into this step, even though my business is just at the beginning.
Mm,
But this allows me to focus more on what I'm good at, and
absolutely.
let her do the marketing, and then I do the communication anyways. But the marketing is gonna be also Petra, also a projector, which is amazing because we understand each other so deeply.
Oh, that's
And
amazing. I love
I'm
it.
trying to lure her into purchasing Awaken and Biz because that's gonna change her life as well.
We would be so happy to have her. But it sounds amazing. I absolutely love that you gave yourself the permission to outsource and delegate because oftentimes we are wearing so many hats in business, especially at the beginning. Like there's so much to conquer. And sometimes I remember my beginnings when at the beginning, coaching was just 5% because it was everything else.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
so
exactly. There is everything else that needs to be taken care of, and I
yeah.
just
And it's very
don't know.
important. Yes, yes. So I'm so happy to hear that yeah, that this is such a huge step. Amazing.
It is.
Okay. So in terms of your process for running a business as a projector before, how did it look like, before when we started working together? How different
Uh,
it was?
well, I wasn't really working. I was on a maternity leave,
Okay.
and I was having excuses that I have no time. And actually, I thought about it a lot, but again, I didn't know where to start. And you opened my eyes on one of the calls when you told me that I shouldn't focus on content, but I should focus on the offer, and the content will evolve from the offer. And that was game changer for me because everyone else was teaching me how to do content, like 5 days, five different topics, blah blah blah, lifestyle, whatever, educative, fun, but about what?
Ah,
So I know all the hows, I didn't know what.
mm, that's
And
huge.
you just, yeah, this was like, wow. Very,
Okay.
very eye-opening moment for me, which I will remember forever probably,
Mm.
because it's just changed my life, my perspective, and now I don't feel the pressure anymore.
Mm. Oh my goodness, this is amazing to hear. I mean, yeah, sometimes I love to hear about this, like literally like the aha moments. Sometimes I get them as well. Like it's just like the new world opens all of a sudden, right? Like kind of the
Yeah,
thing. Yeah. And it's so true. Oftentimes content is important and content is king in the work we do, of course, but it can be so easy to be creating content and get into that rabbit hole, uh, and it's not bringing results because we not really know what we are doing. And then when we are starting with the end of mind, which is the offer, which the content should be connected to, um, that makes it all easier because then you're just basically taking bits and pieces from that and you're like of course putting it into more like appealing way for the social media. But yeah, I'm so glad. I'm really, really happy. Okay,
me too.
so when you think back to before we reconnected again and started to work together, what was like the biggest struggle? What was that like biggest, like stone on your shoulders, or what was like the biggest thing?
Trying to figure out where to start, how to
Okay.
start,
Okay. So
because, and
literally
yeah.
like how to start, like literally the first step, right?
Yeah, yeah. Because I thought it has to be content.
Okay.
And I when I worked, I had some kind of offer and some kind of product coaching mentoring. Like I followed some steps that are the same. Basically, I added something, but I didn't have it broken down in smaller steps on a paper, and like I knew what I want to bring, but I didn't put it in words basically.
Yes.
So so yeah, it was like, how do I start a communication again? Like how what kind of content should I do, and also the feeling of pressure that I should perform, I should show up. I'm
Mm,
not doing it yet. I still have some limiting beliefs, let's say.
mm.
But
Yeah, I
yeah,
mean,
the
we all have
outsourcing.
things to work on. That's completely okay. But it's amazing that you at least have the awareness now. Okay. So, how did you overcome this? Like this, like the biggest struggle? Like what helped you like
The
while working together, what helped you to overcome that? How did you, or what gave you, what happened? What has changed?
everything. I mean, the point of view of on my type of work, like I'm not here for everyone. That's a huge one. That yeah,
Mhm.
I don't remember where you said it. I think you said it multiple times, but we are not here for everyone because not everyone is able to stand us, which is a big true.
Mm,
And also, I just started lightly. I started on Facebook groups
mhm,
again,
mhm.
which is also you don't need any marketing. Like you just comment back,
Yeah.
and the people write me private messages, which is great. And I have some potential clients in discussion right
Mhm.
now, which is also amazing from
That's
Facebook
amazing.
groups. Yeah, and I started lightly, like I'm just doing me and my
Mhm.
best me. And when I feel invited,
Yes.
which is also great that I can recognize that there are so many people that struggle.
Mm.
But many times I read through their posts and I'm like, nah, this is not for me, I'm not for them. But sometimes
Mhm.
I feel the energy that, yeah, I can help her. And sometimes even different people respond to that and text me back. So thanks to Facebook groups, I'm in touch with multiple people now that I haven't been before. And this is great. Just feeling into the invitation process, that's also a game changer.
Oh, I love to hear that because this is such a big one. This is really
Because
big.
before I thought I have to initiate. I have to be the one to get out there and to start the communication. And now I just leave the comment there. And if it resonates, they send me the private message and the conversation starts. So it's completely different. It's so much easier.
Oh, I love that. And my next question is a little bit maybe related to what you just touched upon. So, how your process for running a business as a projector changed
A
uh,
lot,
since
a
working,
lot. Yeah,
like
yeah.
you touched on a few things, but maybe do you have any other examples as well?
Well, basically, the initiation and invitation perspective changed a lot. Before, I thought I felt the pressure to perform and to initiate also with my network marketing. Now I just let it flow, and people sometimes ask about it themselves because they know I have experience with it. And also, people ask about what I do for living, and there is where I can talk about it. And the discussion, when it develops into something deeper, we might start considering collaboration of some sorts. But I
Mm,
do not initiate in a way of pushing myself in front of the eyes of other people like I did before, which is
perfect.
also very freeing. And
Mm.
I just be me. And I'm still learning to wait for the invitation. It's the hardest part, basically. But it's so satisfying when it happens.
Mm. Oh, absolutely. Um, what would be like else? I think something that you mentioned at the beginning as well, like with like probably outsourcing and delegating, that maybe also could be the way. Would you agree or?
Yeah, oh yeah, basically I thought I have to do it all alone and I
Mm,
have to perform on all fields.
yeah,
But I know I don't have to do it all alone, and I know that I can ask for help.
yeah.
And me and Petra, we are like soulmates. So
Mm.
So it's a great match, and I know this is gonna work out greatly because she is eager
Mm,
to do it, and she has her calling as well,
mm.
and I have mine, and we just can combine our know-hows.
Yeah. Oh, I love
And
that. Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, like you each are playing in your own unique zone of genius, and you're just like working towards something that you
zone
both
of
believe
genius,
in.
that's a beautiful term.
Yeah, and you just like yeah, working towards something that you believe in, and I think that's really, I mean, that makes such a huge difference. I'm so happy for you. Amazing.
Yeah, me too.
Um, what would you say was the greatest value that you received? It can be tangible, it can be abstract, it can be one of each. If like specifically like us two working together, like what like really stuck in your mind in the sense of like greatest value. And I know that sometimes it's hard to pick just one thing or something, but if there's something
Uh,
that
well,
comes.
for me, the offer creation, that was just, that was something that changed my perspective so deeply, and
Mhm.
connected to the content
Right.
also. And there was a lot. There was a lot. I also found out that I have the selling archetype. I have the gate of salesman. And I
Mhm.
was like, wow, actually, so I can sell. I just need the right circumstances. That was also so great for me, because I thought I'm not a good salesperson. And then you said, I don't know which gate it is, but I know I have it. And it's the salesman archetype, which is also like, oh, I have it in myself, so I have to only believe in it.
Right.
And there was a lot. I mean, the whole container is amazing, and the offer creation, that was the biggest one for me, but there was so much. Also, the selling for projectors, how different it is from other types. That
Mhm.
also was a big eye opener for me.
Mhm.
And actually, that's why I started to do me in the Facebook groups again.
Mhm.
That I was like, okay, I don't have to do it the regular way. I can just try to do it my way, and it works.
Totally. Mhm. Yeah, I just love what you mentioned, and I this is just such a beautiful confirmation once again how beautiful a modality human design can be, or gene keys for that matter as well. That sometimes it just like reminds us what is already in us, that we either forgotten or we were like suppressing it, and it gives us the permission slip, which is on one hand amazing. On another hand, it's just mind blowing. Why do we need even a permission slip to something? Why do we even need permission slip to sell or whatever, and then when we find out, or as you find out with a specific gate that it's within you, it gave you all of a sudden that that confidence and all of that. So
Confidence, yeah, it gave me so much confidence. And then I remember that actually I am a good salesperson. When I love something, or when I'm excited about something, I can sell it. I like, people want it. When I eat something delicious, people just want to grab it out of my mouth and taste it as well.
mhm.
So yeah, I am a good salesperson. And only I need to let it go through me, and I shouldn't push it.
Right, I love that. Okay, so um until this point, what have you achieved or accomplished since joining the offer? um
Oh, one greatest thing was allowing or giving myself permission to see my own value
mm,
and turn it into the currency and the money that I ask for my services. Because before that, it was very low, and there was a conflict within me that how can I teach people that they have value when I don't show them that I have value? And
mm,
my knowledge and my time and my wisdom has value. And
mm,
now I'm very confident about the price that I set
Mm,
on my service. So it's a big game changer. Also thanks to you.
mm. I'm glad. Okay, amazing. Would it be anything else? Would you? I think it was a client or something like that you shared with me.
Yeah. I'm working with my first client. This we had our fourth session this Sunday, which was amazing.
Oh my
And
God.
she keeps telling me how she feels better and better every week. So it's just so satisfying.
I think this is it, like for projectors. If someone sees you as a, it's just like nothing else. It's because I mean that recognition is really kind of like air that we breathe, and as much as it needs to come first from ourselves, like no other external recognition will substitute for that. But still, if you already are recognizing yourself and your value, and then someone just you know brings that in as well, it's I know it for myself as well. It's just you kind of forget everything, like all the money and all of
You're like
it just
floating
it just
all over
yeah,
the place.
it
Like
truly.
half meter above the ground is it's amazing,
Yeah,
right?
I'm so glad. Yes. Okay, amazing. So um if someone would be on the fence to like either work with me or some of my like offers containers, would it be something you would like to tell them, just like
Or just go for it. It will change your life.
um,
No, definitely. I'm so glad I went, even though it put me financially. I put myself, not it. I put myself financially at a bit of a risk. But now I'm getting into classes again, which is great, and it was worth every penny, every cent, and even more. And there is so much value you give into each container, into each workshop, that is just mind blowing. And
mm,
everyone, I believe, probably, not probably, like, for example, about the lines or anything else that is not connected only for projectors, but we all have the lines, we
mm,
all have the profile, we all have the gates. And when you talk about that, I think it's so worthy for other types as well.
mm.
And I'm sure you can do something for every type, and you can bring so much value and wisdom for people to see and to use for their own good, which is amazing. They
Mm.
just should trust themselves and trust you that you can walk them through the process, because it's the process was amazing. And I'm still replaying some of the videos, and it's just like, wow.
Mm. Oh, thank you so much. It really warms my heart. I'm so glad. I'm so glad you feel like that about it. And yeah, absolutely. It's to review all the time over and over. I myself sometimes goes through the stuff. So I also like that you don't just like, it's something I've recently learned this or like read somewhere that learning is not an event, like it's a process. So it's not like we finished, I don't know, a course or program and that's done. Like it's constantly to returning to that and again like bringing, because as we evolve we also see things differently. In a half a year, when you look for something, it might be, oh wow, I haven't seen this back then, right? And I think that's very very good that it's not just like, oh, something that has been accomplished and that's it. Amazing. Is there anything else you would like to share, you would like to tell us, or for anyone who's going to be like probably viewing
Or
this?
if someone, if you, someone, beautiful soul, are struggling and don't know where to start, and you need some support, just work with Barbara. It's your life will change on so many levels. Just go for it. Do not hesitate. All the money you put into it will return to you tenfold.
Ah, I am so grateful for these words. I really feel them very deeply, and especially because from you, like being seen by Projector, me as a projector is even even more than I could wish for. So thank you so much for this and for doing this and for your time. And I just want to express how amazing you are, that you are so dedicated and so
Thank you.
committed to that. And I know it's not always easy, and there are setbacks and there are downs, probably more than ups, which is just part of the process. But I just love to work with people who are just so loyal and so much connected to their calling and to their heart. It's just something that the world needs desperately. So it's such a pleasure. It has been such a pleasure, and I'm just so grateful to see where our
Same.
like next time that we will have together now 101 is going to take us. So thank you so
Oh, I'm
much.
so looking forward to one-on-ones again with you. It's oh,
Me
I'm
too.
so
I'm so
grateful for
gonna.
that already.
Me too. I'm so excited to also learn from you. You know, it's not always, it's always like twofold. So just like different roles, but it's going to be so amazing. Thank you so much, Becky. I really appreciate it.
What an incredible story it was, don't you think? If you are a fellow projector, like Petra, looking for freeing yourself from conventional business strategies and tactics, and instead you want to embrace your business based on your unique design, honoring your ebbs and flows, then book a call and together we will find out whether Awakening Biz is the right choice for you at this very moment. Link to book a call below in description.